What's up, people? It's your man, Herbal Lover, coming live direct from your mama's basement. I told you I'm going to make some more videos. Matter of fact, this is going to be the last one. I'm just going to combine both of my videos that we're going to make. I'm just combine into this one. Only because these both topics are not that long, so I don't want to be just having a video here for 4 minutes, another video here for another 4 minutes. It's a waste of time. Anyway, what I want to talk about, first we're going to talk about Carmelo Anthony. Now, the thing about Carmelo Anthony, you got to keep in mind that Carmelo's up in age. His defense is okay, because I'm not going to say the man can't play no defense. I think he pick and choose. Say they with LeBron, they pick and choose when to play defense and when not to play defense. And a lot of times, like I said, he's probably not quick on the feet. And that's where he probably hurts the most at, depending on the switching, because a lot of these guys are much quicker. So, but on the same note, what he doesn't give you on defense, he can give you on offense. And what I mean by that, LeBron James like to run ISO plays. The only time you really see LeBron actually doing fast break plays, like I said before, is when he's going coast to coast from one end to the other end of the court. And usually when he does that, he's usually going straight to the basket for a layup or a dunk. Other than that, he run ISO set type plays. Carmelo Anthony is an ISO king. Now, he might have fell off because of his age. He might not be able to do a lot of things he used to do, but he still can give you some points. The reason why I'm saying this is because I know that the Lakers coaching staff is going to find a way to get Carmelo on the floor. Carmelo is LeBron James' homie, so he's going to find a way. And what really upset me in my last video, how Vogel just picked it Westbrook when it came about defense, where he missed an assignment. And that was the reason of his benching. But Carmelo missed a lot of assignments, but he didn't get benched. Matter of fact, he had more minutes than more minutes than Johnson, who plays much better defense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking Carmelo, because I never do. I do sometimes. I ain't gonna sit there like I don't. But him and LeBron James starting with Dwight Howard, Westbrook, and Bradley will make more sense. Now, we know Westbrook is probably the odd man out because he can't shoot. But when you got Carmelo Anthony on the floor, and like I said, LeBron like to run them half-court sets. Now, we might struggle a little bit on defense because our strongest points would be Bradley, then Dwight Howard, then LeBron, Westport, then Carmelo, in that order. We might struggle a little bit on defense, but keep in mind, LeBron James will turn it up a notch, when it's time to turn it up, when he chooses to. And Carmelo Anthony will too as well. And I think the thing about it is that with those five starting, and in my last video I said about Dwight Howard is being overlooked, when it comes to man, let me tell you something. I just watched the Phoenix Suns play the Dallas Mavericks. And I was just watching different highlights of JaVale McGee, man. Look, they throw him lobs and all that, man. They get him involved in the offense. He might not score a lot, but they get him involved in the offense. Here, the Lakers don't get Dwight Howard involved in the offense. But I think they need to put the egos to the side and utilize him, because in reality, with that 5, Dwight can give you 15 and 8. He can give you 15 points, 8 boards. Oh, hold on, my daggone phone. I don't know. Did it go? It probably didn't go dark. I'll see when it was. I ain't got time. If it went dark, it went dark. What is it? Who cares? I'm in the dark. Anyway, he can give you 15-8. I'm not saying give it to you every game, but the thing is they should run more plays for Dwight Howard, more ISO plays for Carmelo, on the post, on the low post, should I say, and LeBron James at the top of the key doing his thing, and Westbrook just moving, because I know LeBron ain't going to give the rock up. So let Westbrook run around, move without the ball, and catch him on some pick and rolls or something like that, backdoor cuts, whatever it may be. And then, Bradley, same thing. Him and, just basically Westbrook and Bradley moving around more. Carmelo Anthony in a stationary position. Dwight Howard, he can roll. At the end of the day, they got to make some plays where they running. Where they're cutting, just moving around cutting, to get their man off them, to get extra look, better looks, or what I should say. But if you start that 5, it probably will make more sense. The only reason why I'm saying that, because when you go small and you got Carmelo and LeBron, playing small ball, it's not going to work, man, because both of them guys don't really play no defense. They play here and there, but they don't play defense every down. I mean, I can say football. Every possession. They don't play defense every possession. And a lot of times, they're not. They might say something about Carmelo to a degree, but you're not going to hear too much about LeBron just standing there watching his opponent come into the paint and he don't put a hand up. And Dwight Howard is famous for that too sometimes. But I think a lot comes from him being disencouraged because he's not being utilized. He's just out there. Or we're going to get him because we need him to play defense. But Dwight Howard can still catch lobs. Dwight Howard can still, he ain't got that many moves, but he got some type of move to the basket. He can play a little low post. I think they should feed him, but they don't feed him, man. And I think that's our biggest problem, yo. We don't utilize what we got. You got Dwight Howard. I don't care what nobody say. Dwight Howard's still the star. He still can give you 15 to 8, man. He's in good shape. He's physical. You got to get him involved. Yeah, he might have some clumsy foul calling, but most of them fouls, to be honest with you, a lot of them come from switching. And he trying to get back and help out or on a little guy. And nobody's cutting over to play his man. So, so a lot of that just go from poor communication between the players. But you got Dwight Howard, like I said, you got Westbrook. He can move around, whatever, how you want to utilize him. If you cut to the basket, give him the ball layup, or let Westbrook run the head of the point, let LeBron James run around, and let Westbrook free LeBron. In reality, but that's the best way. Why? Because LeBron don't have to move all the time with the ball. That means he can conserve some energy on offense and defense. You'll still get your 30. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what you look forward to. But you will still get your points. But the point is that with that lineup, it makes more sense. You get 2 out of 3 good defensive players with Bradley, Dwight Howard, and LeBron James. But you're able to score on offense because the lineup they're giving you right now with Trevor Ariza, they're not getting no offense, and everything is basically on the back of LeBron and Westbrook. And Westbrook is not good with half-court sets, so you already know that. So like I said, my start lineup will be Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James. LeBron James at small forward, Carmelo at the power forward spot, because you can't have Carmelo running around chasing nobody. Westbrook and Bradley, that order. You know what I'm saying? And then they can trade out Bradley for Monk. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what they want to do. But that's what I would do, and I would get Carmelo more involved in offense because that half court set is his game. Like I said, the low post, that's his game. It makes sense. And then on top of that, LeBron is LeBron. But with that squad right there, they'll actually be able to score more. Because you got Dwight Howard doing his thing in the inside. Carmelo taking a little 2-3 shot. He don't have to shoot threes all the time. He can be around the perimeter, around the paint, shooting a little 15, 10 footers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Moving the ball around, finding an open man. Because think about it. If you move with this squad right here, bro, you got 4 out of 5 guys that can score at will. Westbrook, LeBron James, Carmelo, Dwight Howard, Bradley, right? I'm not calling Bradley, but Bradley is still there. But Bradley can hit it when he can hit it. But the thing about it, when you got 4 guys, 3 of them that can drop 20-something points back in their heydays, if you move the ball around, you know how many open shots these guys will have? If you be unselfish, move the ball around, and find an open shot. You know what I mean? Like if they go out there and try to guard Carmelo on the perimeter, 2 guys, you got Dwight Howard wide open down there in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook cutting, Bradley cutting, LeBron James, he can move around too. So, and then on top of that, even when LeBron get the ball, it's 2 people sticking him. Or they've zoned up 2 guys. So when they zone up 2 guys, somebody cut, pass to that guy, then they go right there and you keep passing to the open shot or open log or dunk. It's simple mathematics, man. But it's just, they make it so complicated because everybody trying to, I don't want to get in that. So that's what I would do right there. Now, my other thing is, this going right into what I just said. My other thing is LeBron stat pattern. Stat pattern, should I say. That goes right into what I was just about to say, but I had to cut myself. Now, I know a lot of fans, and most of these come from the fans that don't like LeBron, you know what I'm saying? And then there are fans that like LeBron, but they don't like the idea of what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? But it's mostly from the fans that just don't like him. Some of them, they have hidden agendas. I don't get too caught up in them because, they deal with politics and all that. And this is a sports channel. We don't get involved with that unless I choose to. But anyway, people are mad because LeBron James is chasing stats. And, they've always pointed out, like, individual, I guess a Laker fan, he posted on Twitter where LeBron James, scored, with the last couple seconds left on the clock against the Pacers just so he can get his, his bucket. And, people was upset about that. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't even look at that stuff. That stuff right there, that situation, that don't even matter. We lost. I don't care what it is. I'm not hurt like that. I don't get too caught up in that because I feel like this. If you so close, like say like this, you're the number 3 ranked guy. You have a chance to take that top guy. Why not chase your stat? The only problem I had with him chasing stats is that it affects the team. But why not chase that stat? Why not try to reach that milestone that everybody can talk about? You know what I'm saying? Because that feat has not been challenged yet. Or actually, should I say, has not been taken down yet. That's a feat that's been sitting for years. Years, since the 80s. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So in retrospect to that, why not get it if you got a chance to get it? And I know a lot of fans say, oh, you got paid this and that. Listen, at the end of the day, they all human beings. We all have emotions. And at the end of the day, that's something that's a milestone that actually will live with you forever. I had a prime example. I shared this about a video a while ago. And this was about what's his daggone name from the Baltimore Ravens. It was Brian Billick, and it was Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis had a chance to break Eric Dickerson's record one year, killing. I mean, he was just bowling people over. Last game of the season, I think he needed like 40 something yards or something like that, and he was killing them then. Brian Billick decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna pull him out. He pulls the guy out, and he goes to, then after the game, they go to the podium, you know, because like I say, he only needed 40 more yards or something like that. I said 40 points. I might have said 40, but I'm not too sure. But 40 more yards in order to break the record. I think it was about 40, something like that. You can check it out. I don't remember. I forgot. It's so long. I'm 3,000 years old. But anyway, Billy goes to the podium. He say, we're not worrying about no daggone freaking records. We're worrying about getting to the playoff and winning. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. And I'm just paraphrasing it. How can you speak for that man? So, based on the fact that he never broke that milestone, you don't hear nothing about him no more. You understand what I'm saying? You don't hear nothing about him no more. But when somebody get close to breaking that milestone, you hear about Eric Dickerson. That's when that name come up. Yeah, Eric Dickerson, that record still stand. Eric Dickerson. So you to break that record, your name will always come up. Now, once in a while it might come up, but they probably talk about guys that got close to catching that record, and his name might pop up there. But that's once in a while. But that name that's sitting right there on that milestone, that is a feat that you're willing to get at. You know, no matter how long you've been retired, passed away, whatever, they always going to talk about that milestone that sits there that people are trying to get. And that's the thing that people gotta understand and realize it, man. 90%, most of your NBA players, your stars, are chasing some type of stat. You cannot tell me they're not chasing some type of stat. Somewhere down the line, they're chasing some type of stat. So they can have something on their archives that you could talk about that separates them from everybody else. But we want to sit here and act like, oh, well, LeBron chasing stats. It's so many people I can name, and I'll make a lot of y'all upset, but I choose not to. And I'm not no LeBron James fan. I just feel as though at the day, if I have a chance to get that, I'm gonna get it. But going back to that thing the information I was talking about with Jamal Lewis and Brian Billick. So the playoffs come. What did Jamal Lewis do in that playoff game? Nothing. He didn't do anything. Well, why? Dude was hurt, man. Think about it, man. That's something that your great grandkids will talk about. Like, oh, you know, grandpa was this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or they sitting home watching football and his name pop up. How exciting would that be to see you with your kids and your name pop up about a certain feat that a lot of people can never get? So I don't mind on stat padding. Now, here's my problem with the stat padding. When they do stat padding, it hurts the team. That's my problem. When LeBron James try to score 30-something points, in some games, hey, we needed him to do that. You know, I'm not going to knock it and be biased. And then like some of them games we didn't. But there's a lot of games where he could have just moved the ball. I mean, for me being a Laker fan, watching the games, and you see individuals, you know, wide open for threes or whatever, he don't pass the rock to them. Like I said, there was a couple games where Monk was hot. The second half, Monk barely got the ball. He barely even take shots. Dude was averaging like 20-something points. Doing better than Westbrook. Now, all of a sudden, he only taking 4 or 5 shots now. What's up with that? So, my thing at the end of the day is this. I don't care if you get 25, 30 points if we win it. But you got to move the ball around, man. You can't keep running ISO plays because then it makes it seem like that all you care about is your stats. And that was look bad. That is what look bad. Now people say, oh, well, Lakers ain't got no help. Man, get the heck out of here. Anybody that keeps saying the Lakers ain't got no help, all I'm going to say to you guys like this because you biased. Look at all the players that we let go since LeBron been here. And what are they doing now? It's not about he don't have no help. It's about ball movement. Building confidence in your players. Not zapping your confidence out. Everything you got to do when you go on that floor, you're afraid that you might be traded the next day because you messed up. When LeBron can mess up all day and there's nothing said to him, but soon the other players mess up, they scared. How can you play like that? Scared, don't know what if you're going to be on the bench or get a chance to even play or be out of the door in no time. How can you play like that? I'm just keeping it real. How can you play like that? So that's my only problem is that I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if you get 25, 30 points. Just play within the team. Play within the team. You'll get that easy 25, 30. You have to fight for it. And I say this over and over again. LeBron does not have to fight every freaking possession to score. He brings that on himself. Move without the ball. Move to the rim. Catch layups. Catch lobs. You got Westbrook in there, who's the top passer. Monk is not a bad passer. You know what I mean? Move the ball. Move the ball, man. You ain't got to do everything, man. When you start to do everything, it makes it seem like, to the fans' eyes, those that love you, it makes it like, oh, yeah, you don't have help. You're doing everything. But to the ones that are actually paying attention, it's like you being selfish. No disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. But you got to move the ball, man. You got to move the ball. You want to win? Move the ball, man. You watch. I go right now and look at all the top teams. And I just told y'all, look at these top teams. You never see besides the Nets and probably the Golden State Warriors. Now the Clay back, it might change. But every other team that's in the top 10, you never really see the star player always on top scoring. You might see somebody else that came in. Why? Because they noticed that when a person come in and they got a hot hand, they feed them. Drop 28, 30. Y'all seen it happening to the Lakers many times when an unknown player come off the bench or wherever, come from the dumpster. And all of a sudden this guy come in there and clean up and drop 30 on you. Because they were feeding him because they knew he was hot. We don't do that here in LA. Egos. And I don't care if y'all get mad. I'm keeping it real. Westbrook got an ego. Davis got an ego. LeBron got an ego. Rondo, he's gone now, but he got an ego. Dwight used to have an ego, but he can calm down and become humble. And he accept his role because they dug him out. They dug him out. But at the same time, I don't care about stat pattern. You know what I mean? Go get that freaking milestone. But at the same time, make sure we winning. You want to get 30 and we losing, that's not benefiting us. Spread the ball around. You brought Westbrook here. Make sure you learn how to utilize Westbrook. And you better not crap on him. You'll try to, stab that man in the back after you told that man, hey, we're going to change our game up in order to help you out. We're going to drop our egos. Because seeing to me, like, Davis didn't do it when Westbrook got it. He didn't want to play center. He's scared to bang down low. Why? Because he got the chip now. I'm ranting right now. But why? Because he got the chip. So he ain't really playing hard. Come on, man. That dude ain't playing. No way he was playing before he got that chip. Now he got that chip. This dude playing cold as ice. Well, that's Westbrook. But yeah, I'm not. And Westbrook, like I said, listen, he just don't fit. I mean, he ain't gonna fit. But anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get a comment, tell me what you guys think. I'm coming from your mama's basement, and I'm talking some smoke now. That's right. I'm about to smoke. No, I'm about to smoke it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, love you guys. Be blessed. Be safe. Take care. You know what it is. I'll catch you on the next video.